Karl Anthony Towns. Out of bounds, Knicks ball. Personal foul on number 7, Jaylen Brown. That's his first personal foul, first Celtics team foul. Mikal Bridges. Personal foul on number 3, Josh Hart. That's his first personal foul, first Knicks team foul. Personal foul on number 25, Mikal Bridges. That's his first personal foul, second Knicks team foul. Jaylen Brown for 3. Out of bounds, Celtics ball. Personal foul on number 4, Jrue Holiday. That's his first personal foul, second Celtics team foul. Jaylen Brown, out of bounds, it's Celtics ball. Out of bounds, it's Knicks ball. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges. 3. Mikal Bridges. Timeout Celtics. Luke Cornett, ball out of bounds. It's Knicks ball. Now entering the game for the Boston Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis and Peyton Pritchard replace Luke Cornett and Al Horford. Sam Hauser also will replace Derek White. Personal foul on number 30, Sam Hauser. That's his first personal foul, third Celtics team foul. Offensive foul on number 32, Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first personal foul. Personal foul on number 30, Sam Hauser. That's his second personal foul, fourth Celtics team foul. Karl Anthony Towns. Jaylen Brown. Personal foul on number 25, Mikal Bridges. That's his second personal foul, third Knicks team foul. Now entering the game for the New York Knicks, Miles McBride will replace Mikal Bridges. Mitchell Robinson enters for Karl Anthony Towns. Personal foul on number 8, Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first personal foul, fifth Celtics team foul. At the free throw line for the New York Knicks, Mitchell Robinson will take 2 shots. Personal foul on number 23, Mitchell Robinson. That's his first personal foul, fourth Knicks team foul. Jaylen Brown for 3. Karl Anthony Towns. 3-pointer for Kristaps Porzingis. Ball rejected out of bounds. Knicks ball. Timeout New York. OG Anunoby. 3. Karl Anthony Towns. Out of bounds, New York ball. Now entering the game for the Boston Celtics, Al Horford replaces Sam Hauser. 3. Mikal Bridges. Al Horford, personal foul on number 8, Kristaps Porzingis. That's his second personal foul. At the free throw line for the Minnesota Timberwolves, number 32, Karl Anthony Towns will take 2 shots. Entering the game for the New York Knicks, Mitchell Robinson replaces Jalen Brunson. Sam Hauser will go in for Kristaps Porzingis. Jaylen Brown. That is the end of the first quarter. New York Knicks lead the Boston Celtics 26-20. Now entering the game for the New York Knicks, Josh Hart replaces OG Anunoby. For the Boston Celtics, Jrue Holiday will go in for Jaylen Brown. 3. Miles McBride. Mikal Bridges. Out of bounds, New York ball. Personal foul on number 11, Peyton Pritchard. That's his first personal foul, first Celtics team foul of the quarter. Jaylen Brown enters the game for Peyton Pritchard. Karl Anthony Towns. Timeout, Boston. Out of bounds, New York ball. Now entering the game for the New York Knicks, OG Anunoby replaces Karl Anthony Towns. For the Boston Celtics, Luke Cornett goes in for Jrue Holiday. Derek White. 3. OG Anunoby. Al Horford. Miles McBridges. Timeout New York. Now entering the game for the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson replaces Mikal Bridges. For the Boston Celtics, Jrue Holiday goes in for Al Horford. Jalen Brunson. Offensive foul. Charged against number 40, Luke Cornett. That's his first personal foul. Turnover, Celtics ball. Personal foul on number 11, Peyton Pritchard. That's his second personal foul, second Celtics team foul of the quarter. At the free throw line for the New York Knicks is OG Anunoby for 2 shots. Luke Cornett. Personal foul charged against number 23, Mitchell Robinson. That's his second personal foul, first New York team foul of the quarter. Josh Hart. Personal foul charged against number 40, Luke Cornett. That's his first personal foul, third Celtic team foul. Josh Hart. Personal foul charged against number 4, Drew Holiday. His second personal foul, fourth Celtic team foul. The New York Knicks are challenging the call on the court. After reviewing the play, the call on the court is overturned. The Knicks challenge is successful, and they get to retain their timeout. Knicks ball. Jalen Brunson. Now entering the game for the New York Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns replaces Mitchell Robinson. Foul called on number 3, Josh Hart. His second personal foul, second Knicks team foul. At the free throw line for the Boston Celtics is number 8, Kristaps Porzingis for 2 shots. Now going into the game for the New York Knicks, Mikal Bridges goes in for Josh Hart. For the Celtics, Al Horford replaces Peyton Pritchard. Offensive foul charged against number 8, OG Anunoby. That's his first personal foul. Jalen Brunson. Timeout, Celtics. Turnover, Knicks ball. Jaylen Brown. Foul charged against number 8, OG Anunoby. That's his second personal foul. Third Knicks team foul. Jalen Brunson. Drew Holiday. Foul call on number 9, Derek White. That's his first personal foul, fifth Celtics team foul. At the free throw line for the Knicks, OG Anunoby for 2 shots. Miles McBride. Second personal foul called on number 23, Mitchell Robinson. That is the fourth Knicks team foul. First personal foul charged against number 11, Jalen Brunson. The fifth Knicks team foul. At the free throw line for the Boston Celtics is number 4, Drew Holiday for 2 shots. Karl Anthony Towns. Second foul charged against number 9, Derek White. Jaylen Brown for 3. Now entering the game for the New York Knicks, number 5, Precious Achiuwa will replace Mitchell Robinson. 3. Miles McBride. That is the end of the second quarter. New York leads the Boston Celtics 64-37. Now entering the game for the New York Knicks, Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges go in for Precious Achiuwa and Miles McBride, while the Celtics' Luke Cornett goes in for Kristaps Porzingis. OG Anunoby. Personal foul charged against number 42, Al Horford. That's his first personal foul, first Celtic team foul. Derek White for 3. Fourth personal foul charged against number 25, Mikal Bridges, the first Knicks team foul of the quarter. Derek White for 3. Mikal Bridges. Offensive foul charged against number 7, Jaylen Brown, his second personal foul. Jalen Brunson. Timeout, Celtics. 3. Josh Hart. Out of bounds. Celtics ball. Shot clock violation. Karl Anthony Towns. Second personal foul charged against number 42, Al Horford, the second Celtic team foul. Foul charged against number 3, Josh Hart. That's his third personal foul, second Knicks team foul. Out of bounds, Celtics ball. The Knicks are challenging the call on the court. After reviewing the play, the call on the court is overturned. The Knicks challenge is successful, and it will be their ball. Al Horford for 3. Kickball violation. Substitution for the New York Knicks, Miles McBride enters for Mikal Bridges. Fifth personal foul charged against number 7, Jaylen Brown, the fourth Celtic team foul. Al Horford for 3. Offensive foul charged against number 32, Karl Anthony Towns, his second personal foul. Jaylen Brown. Karl Anthony Towns. Second personal foul charged against number 11, Jalen Brunson. That's the third Knicks team foul. Sixth personal foul charged against number 7, Jaylen Brown, the fifth Celtic team foul. And Jaylen Brown has fouled out. At the free throw line for the New York Knicks, number 11, Jalen Brunson for 2 shots. Entering the game for the Boston Celtics, Luke Cornett replaces Jaylen Brown. 3. OG Anunoby. 3. OG Anunoby. Timeout Celtics. Peyton Pritchard with a layup. And that is the end of the third quarter. The New York Knicks lead the Boston Celtics 92-57. Now entering the game for the New York Knicks, Mikal Bridges and Mitchell Robinson go in for Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Torrey Craig for 3. Baylor Shireman. Jalen Brunson. At the free throw line for the Knicks, number 3, Josh Hart for 2 shots. Ball out of bounds, Knicks ball. Ball out of bounds, Knicks ball. 3. Mikal Bridges. 3-pointer for Baylor Shireman. Mikal Bridges. 3-pointer for Peyton Pritchard. 3. Jalen Brunson. Timeout Celtics. Another timeout has been called by the Boston Celtics. Out of bounds, Knicks ball. Peyton Pritchard with the jump shot. 3. OG Anunoby. Sam Hauser for 3. Personal foul charged against number 2, Miles McBride. That's his first personal foul, first Knicks team foul of the quarter. Loose ball foul charged against number 32, Karl Anthony Towns. His third personal foul, second team foul. Mikal Bridges. Sam Hauser. Offensive foul charged against number 32, Karl Anthony Towns. His fourth personal foul. Now entering the game for the Boston Celtics, J.D. Davidson and Jordan Walsh go in for Sam Hauser and Peyton Pritchard. Ball out of bounds, Celtics ball. Substitutions made by the New York Knicks. Landry Shamet goes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Xavier Tillman. Precious Achiuwa. Take foul charge against number 25, Mikal Bridges, his fifth personal foul and the third New York team foul. Now entering the game for the Knicks, Cameron Payne, PJ Tucker go in for OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. Ball out of bounds, it's Celtics ball. First personal foul charged against number 17, PJ Tucker, the fourth New York team foul. Foul called on number 1, Cameron Payne, his first personal foul, fifth New York team foul. At the free throw line for the Boston Celtics, J.D. Davidson for 2 shots. Traveling New York ball, Precious Achiuwa. Tyler Kulik. And that's the game. Your New York Knicks have beaten the Boston Celtics 119-81 and have advanced to their first Eastern Conference Finals since 2000. They will host the Indiana Pacers for Game 1.